Here, Virgo. Healing Grasshopper here to do your third week in February reading, the 15th to the 21st. I'm sorry I'm late in getting these out, but I was a bit busy, and then I had to get all the Valentine's Day uh, readings done. So I was a little late, but uh, we'll get back on track. So, for those of you who missed it, there are Valentine's Day readings, and just because Valentine's Day has passed does not mean that you can't take advantage of the relationship guidance. So, go have a look. I would look at, there's one video for couples and another for singles. So, take your pick or do both. It's up to you. Um, be sure to have a look at your sun, moon, rising, north node, and Venus signs, not just your sun sign. If you don't know what those are, you can easily calculate them for free online. Just Google calculate my blank sign. Okay? So, okay, so this week we are juggling. This is the expert juggler. He is juggling on terra firma with the turbulent sea behind him. So in the turmoil, he is just fine juggling his tasks. So this is like there may be a lot on your plate, but you're multitasking. You're doing just fine. Nine of Pentacles, doing just fine. More than fine, actually. This is, you know, luxuriating in your outcome. You're building um, luxury and stability and abundance, right? So this can be enjoying yourself. Um, it doesn't mean that you can be here already, but it's like this is what you are projecting here for yourself. But you're juggling here, your efforts are not in vain, that it's going to bring you the result that you want. Oh, but let us not forget that we are talking about earth signs here and Virgo in particular. I'm not making fun of you, Virgo. I am a Capricorn. I'm also earth signs, so I could definitely dig this here. I get it. Um and this is very Virgo, right? By the way, like you're managing things just fine. Um and it's like nose to the grindstone. um, and working towards a goal here, but there is worry somewhere in the back of your mind that things are going to fall apart. Very Virgo. And this whole thing right here is what drives a Virgo forward. You know, what drives an earth sign forward? It's like, we got to get this task done, got to get it done, get it done, get it done. Because I'm afraid of what's going to happen if I don't keep going. Um, Virgo, give yourself a break. Take a deep breath. You're going to get there. The remedy to all of this, Virgo, is to connect with spirit. I mean, that's really the solution to every friggin' thing in life. But this especially, because this is like the problem with earth signs, and each element has its setbacks, right? But ours as earth signs is being a little too immersed on the physical plane and too focused on it to the point where we forget about the spiritual plane, that we're not alone here on the physical plane. There's plenty of guidance from spirit. And that is why you're feeling like this, because you are not connected. Okay? So getting connected is as easy as just closing your eyes and having a conversation. Like, listen, I am spirit, guardians, whatever you want, God, Jesus, Mary, whoever you want to talk to. Um, I need help. I'm anxious. I please help remove this and help guide me to um to a more efficient way of doing things, an easier way of doing things that I don't feel burdened or whatever it is that you want to talk about. I feel very sad about this, Virgo, because I don't I know how my Virgos are. You guys are way too hard on yourselves. Jeez. Oh boy, here we are with the Ten of Swords. Why do you feel anxious like this? Because things have happened in the past. It's like, oh no, I don't want that terrible thing to happen again. Understandable. But Spirit is saying the past is the past here. Wait, let's have our next card. What's our center card here? The Star. Is under the Nine of Pentacles. This is wishes granted. This is the potential for great things. Yeah, no, that's the message. The Chariot. This is keep going. But this is also like your effort. It's like you are gaining traction. You are getting somewhere, because over here, especially here, it can kind of feel like, am I ever going to get there? It's kind of like um a spirit just showed me the time lapsed seed. Um, I'm sure you've seen before a seed growing, and they time lapse it so that it grows in fast forward motion, But if you just press play on this and just watch it growing, you can't watch a seed grow. Like eventually it grows, but you don't see the growth. Um, but this is very much like just because you can't see the growth doesn't mean it's not happening. You're getting there. Queen of Wands, we'll see if that's reversed in a moment. Queen of Wands is optimistic, confident. He has always has a positive outlook. The Five of Swords. Okay, very good. We have the Queen and King of Wands. Oh, well, was this reversed? No, no, no. Okay. Yeah, let's move these over. There's no need for them to be this far over. We'll give the crystals room here. Okay. So the Queen of Wands, like I said, is optimistic. She's confident. She knows that her efforts will produce what she wants. The King of Wands is more, um, he's confident, he's defiant, he is trailblazing, he marches to the beat of his own drummer. He is not following anyone's footsteps but his own, right? So this is very much about, but for you, Virgo, this is talks about your competence. Like you are very good at doing it all. You know, if there's a problem, you can fix it, you'll figure it out. Um, you very seldom need guidance from other people. You you know how to handle things. You know, that's all of this here. And it's reminding you of this, like you got this, is what it's saying. Over here, it's talking about have faith that things will go well, um, and enjoy the journey. Again, there's a lot of reassurance in this reading. Um, the Five of Swords is talking about you are smarter than the rest. You know, there's a whole story of this, with this being the victory card, and he has defeated these other two over here who are terribly, uh, defeated and that kind of thing. But that's not really what it's talking about in this reading. This is just talking about how you stand out, especially, by the way, because it's under the star, is another thing. You stand out among the rest, because the other message of the star is visibility. Um, but really, well, the the general message in this reading for the star is potential for wishes granted. But then this combination here talks about you being uniquely qualified for whatever it is that you are doing. The Four of Cups is spirit reading you for filth, pretty much. Is what the spirit's like, we see you, Virgo. You're sitting under that tree pouting on, um, stop it, is pretty much what spirit is saying. Like, um, because this guy's like, I don't see how this cup you're handing me is going to be any better than the rest of the cups down here that didn't do anything for me. Off you go with that cup, but this is spirit handing you this cup. Um, so what this is pretty much saying is that chin up, you're doing well, you're doing just fine. Your your fear, your anxiety, your doubts, and maybe even with a dash of dissatisfaction and petulance here is not warranted, because you are doing just fine. You are on your way. And yes, things were difficult for you in the past, but that doesn't mean that. It's always going to be like that. And let me remind you again that we have left Pluto in Capricorn, which was a 20-year, very, 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 very difficult cycle. Yeah. It was very difficult for Pluto, but for Capricorn especially, with Pluto and Capricorn. So, me as a Capricorn sun, I can tell you, it was not fun. But it wasn't just Capricorn that was catching the beating. It was you and all the other signs as well. It was not fun. But you know what? We have we are transitioning out of that energy. Pluto entered Aquarius at the end of 2024. But again, this is a 20-year cycle. So it doesn't switch on a dime like that. It's a slow progression into new energy, which we are in now. And some of what's happening to us is all sorts of like tower energies, like Leo is going through right now. That's it's just redirection. The universe is taking some wrecking balls to things in our lives. Like, okay, time to rebuild. We're in that kind of energy right now where things can feel uncertain and kind of rocky and unsteady. But we are on our way to something better, to wishes fulfilled. Okay? Do we have advice cards? Higher self? Okay. We'll just use this deck for Leo. Okay. So what do we have for Virgo? What's the advice for Virgo? Advice for Virgo. There. Manifest. Okay. So listen, Virgo, in order for you to manifest your dreams, the foundation for manifestation are your thoughts and feelings in either direction, and the things that you don't want and the things that you do want. You know, um, an unskilled magician, and by magician, I'm talking about the manifestor tarot card, the magician. An unskilled magician manifests a whole lot of things that he doesn't want in his life because he doesn't realize that he's manifesting. Let's manifest consciously and observe our thoughts and don't indulge the anxiety. It's natural to feel anxious every now and then, but it's like I do this in my own life where there'll be some kind of negative thought, like, especially for a Capricorn. Capricorns are even worse with this Virgo, where let's say you're like, um, I started this business. What if it doesn't work? Right? And Capricorns love to go there with what if the sky falls? What if the world ends? What if um I open this restaurant and no one comes? What if I get sued? What if I this? What if I that? And really starting to indulge that thought and allow yourself to create scenarios in your head of everything under the universe that can go wrong for you. As soon as you realize that you're doing it, you need to stop yourself. And you can use the mantra that I use: I'm loved, I'm blessed, I'm protected, I am supported, right? To drown the thought out. Or you can divert your thought to whatever it is that you're dreaming about. And using the same restaurant story, instead of thinking about what if no one comes, what if I get sued, what if someone gets sick, what if my chef quits on me. Think about what it'll be like to get a really good review. What would it be like to see my dining room completely filled with a line outside the door? Would it be like to for content creators to be buzzing about how great my restaurant is? You see, instead of what if this terrible thing, that terrible thing, all of that does actually contribute to your manifestation if you continue to feed it, right? So be sure that you're feeding what you want, not what you don't want. Manifest. Okay, Virgo? I love you, my lovely Virgos. My hardworking, competent, smart Virgos. You've got this. You're going to make it. Okay? I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comment section. Um, I answer every single comment with glee. It really makes my day to hear from my viewers. Um, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. You have helped me get to my milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Um, but even if you think you are subscribed, have a quick look and see if you really are, because some of you will be surprised to see that you're not. If you're not, please do. It's a quick gesture that costs you nothing and really does a lot to help me and helps the channel grow. Yeah, sip of water. Don't forget to click the notification bell, um, because there is always something new coming from me. I post almost every day. So we're doing weeklies, monthlies, bonus, timeless. Maybe pick your cards. I might start again. I'm definitely starting astrological events soon, so don't miss it. And don't wait for the notifications, though. If you think of me, come have a pick at the channel and see if there's anything new to watch, okay? If you're really inclined to helping this channel, the other thing you can do is go to the playlist section. I have many of them made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks, even while you're winding down and sleeping, because watch hours are what a channel like this one, a small channel, really needs to grow and thrive. Okay? I will speak to you soon, Virgo. Love, light, and many blessings.